Oh, my bad. Hold on a second. Let me get myself together. I always do this. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Isaiah coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on the channel. Welcome back. Now we're in the locker room now. We're in the locker room. 2022 season outlook, schedule prediction, the final record. This is before anything happens. I told y'all I was going to make this video. Told you don't miss this video. I told you. Now you get to see what I got the Bucs going at the end of the season. What the final record will be. I know a lot of y'all got questions. I know a lot of y'all are curious on what will or how the Bucs schedule will turn out. Well, I'm about to tell y'all. Let's get right to it. All right. So if you just joined me, and if you was on a previous video that I made a couple minutes ago, you already know my prediction about the Cowboys game. Now, so we already want to know. So we got that out the way. So let me get this out the way, then y'all can come on. And I don't want to miss the Bills and Rams game, so don't keep me on here too long. All right. So I think that game started at 7:20 my time, 7:25. So we got a little time to play with. So let me get right to it. So I got the Bucs so far 1-0 already. 2022 starting out 1-0 in Jerry's World on the road, 34-23. Now, the second game of the season is the Saints. In New Orleans, I will be at that game. Week number 2. 2 games in a row. I will be at that game. Live in effect. We already know about the Saints. They've beaten us, or they've beaten the Bucs quite a few times. What up, man? In the last few years. And it's well documented that the Bucs are 1-7 against the Saints in the last 8 games. 1-4 with Tom Brady as a center. And the Saints is one of the teams that's on the schedule that is like, why are they so hard to beat for the Bucs? For whatever reasons, and we've all seen this multiple times, there's enough evidence to kind of say, like, dang, they a problem for real. Going into the Dome, a hostile environment, real tough to play in. Trust me, I've been in that stadium a few times. It's very tough to play in that stadium for any team. It's hard to win in the Dome. One of the fan bases across the NFL that's kind of like locked in with their team. They go how their team go. The team lose, the city shut down. That's how they roll here. They all sad and stuff. But let me get right to the prediction. You got, some connection there. The Jameis Winston, former Buck. He played last year, got hurt in the first quarter. So I'm pretty sure he's going to come out with extra sauce. The Bucs going to be coming off a really good victory against the Cowboys in Jerry's World. So I would like to go into details, but I want to save that for the preview video. But this is just a schedule breakdown. I know I said I was going to do a breakdown of all the teams, but it's just going to take too long. I did the Cowboys breakdown. That took like 50 minutes. So I'm going to kind of skim through these games or these opponents. I'm sorry, folks. It takes a long time to break each game down team by team. That's like 3 hours long. I can't do that. Way too long. But This game, I got the Saints winning. I got the Saints winning in New Orleans. The Bucs will be 1-1. As far as scoring, I'm not going to do that. But just kind of give you the idea of the outlook, the overview of the game. I got the Bucs losing that game 1-1. It's no big deal, folks. It's no big deal. Don't get mad. It's okay. It's 17 games. You're not going 17-0. You gotta lose a couple games here and there. Okay? It's okay. Get out your feelings. Remember, one of my hashtags is facts over feelings. And also another one is, what does your eyes tell you? In the last 8 games, what does your eyes tell you? 1-7. You can give me all the excuses you want, but the fact still remains that the Saints are a thorn in the Bucs' side, and they are a problem. Don't get mad at me. Hashtag, don't get mad at me. I got the Bucs going 1-1. First 2 games. You win it. You win in Jerry's World. You go to New Orleans. You lose. Hey, you still in the playoff hunt. You still good. Next game, week 3. Packers in Tampa. Hey. Aaron Rodgers and no Devontae Adams. Better defense, Rashad Gary. Matt LaFleur, coming to Tampa. Aaron Rodgers tends to fold against the Bucs. Or recently, the last time we saw Aaron Rodgers in Tampa, didn't play so well. Kind of gave up. Home game. After 2 weeks on the road, 1-1. Now we're 2-1. We beat the Green Bay Packers. We're 2-1. Trust me, folks. I'll go into detail on the preview videos, but I just can't do that now. I want to give y'all the opportunity to come on and talk about my predictions. Okay. So we're 2-1. We're good. We back in the winning column after taking that tough loss to the Saints. Hopefully we come out of that game healthy. I think that's the key. That'll be a win for the Bucs. If the Bucs come out of the Saints game healthy. Beat the Packers. 2-1. Boom. So week number 4. The Chiefs. We got the Chiefs in Tampa. Interesting, right? Quite interesting. Now, this is an interesting game here. The Chiefs in Tampa. The last time we played the Chiefs, they beat us. And that was with Tyreek Hill. And we had nobody to cover him. That is true. That is true. We had nobody to cover him. But now they don't have Tyreek Hill. Who do I got winning that game? Andy Reid versus Todd Bowles. I think that's what it comes down to it. That particular game, it comes down to Andy Reid and Todd Bowles. Patrick Mahomes, ascending talent, top 5 quarterback. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. The Bucs 2-2. The Chiefs come in and squeak out a victory. Patrick Mahomes just make plays. I know going to say, well, they ain't got Tyreek Hill. Well, that's actually, it might be better off for him. Now you can't focus on nobody. Now we get to see Patrick Mahomes actually play quarterback versus backyard football, right? But when it all said and done, I just don't see in that particular game, how do you pick Todd Bowles over Andy Reid? There'll be a couple of games like this when you be like, come down to coaching. If you notice, that wasn't an emphasis the first 2 games. But a game like this, huge game, prime time, coaching. Coaching. Prime time, coaching. And you can have all the talent in the world. Sometimes it just comes down to coaching. Who's been doing it longer? Who has more experience? Andy Reid. So the Bucs 2-2. Week 4. Week 5. Another home game. 3 straight home games. 3 straight home games. The Falcons. A little soft touch. The Falcons. The Bucs 3-2. Need I say more? It's the Falcons. Marcus Mariota, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Cordell Patterson, not enough. Arthur Smith. The Falcons didn't show me nothing last year that says they can beat the Bucs at all. The Bucs 3-2. Steelers. That's in Pittsburgh. Steelers in Pittsburgh, which is one of the games I'm going to try to go to. Pittsburgh. One of the away games. The Bucs 3-2. I think they go to Pittsburgh. Well, I don't think. The Bucs will go into Pittsburgh and beat Pittsburgh. Yeah. 4-2. I know Pittsburgh defense is good, but the problem is Trubisky. And by that time, Kenny Pickett gonna be starting, and you don't want to put Kenny Pickett in there with Todd Bowles' defense. That's the reason why I got the Bucs beating the Steelers. Now the Bucs 4-2. Week 6. And the Steelers got a really good defense, and they got really good offensive pieces. They need a quarterback. Now, Mike Tomlin is a really good coach. Now, if it came down to coaching, I'm taking Mike Tomlin over Todd Bowles 10 times out of 10. But in this case, it don't come down to coaching. It just comes down to just not having the guy behind the helm. And what's so kind of crazy is because I can say that about the Saints game too. They got all the pieces. Quarterback, coaching. But the difference is the Saints just been a problem. The Steelers is kind of built like the Saints. They got all the weapons around them. Questions at quarterback. But the difference between the Saints and the Steelers is Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. And there's nothing that says that they can beat Tampa defense. And that's like having a governor on your car. Najee Harris, Pat Fumer, George Pickens, the rookie, Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson. They got weapons. O-line's in question. Quarterback question. So the Bucs will be 4-2. Week 7. The Carolina Kitty Cats in Charlotte, which I might try to go to that game as well. Need I say more? Doesn't matter. Baker Mayfield, healthy C-Mac, probably be hurt by then. Bucs 5-2. That's week 7. Week 7, 5-2. Now I know y'all. Oh, you had the Bucs lose to the Saints. It's okay. I told y'all. What did I tell y'all? It's okay. 5-2. Week 7. Top 10 in the power rankings. Everybody talking about the Bucs. See how the season works? Now this is all based on the Bucs being healthy and catching some breaks. There's going to be a combination of both. So week 8. Ravens. Prime time. Harbaugh. Todd Bowles. Lamar Jackson. Star power. A healthy Ravens defense with that secondary. Ravens defense is pretty good. Low scoring game. But I got the Ravens pulling that one out. I got the Ravens pulling that out. I know, he's doing it again. He picked the Ravens. Calm down. The Bucs 5-3. We all right. Can't win them all. I give the edge to the Ravens coaching. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. Healthy Ravens team, healthy Bucs team comes down to coaching. John Harbaugh. He's done it. Like I said, Todd Bowles is not a bad, we don't know. But in those games, coaching. Bucs 5-3. Week 8. Week 9. Rams. At Raymond James Stadium. I know Sean McVay. He got Tybo's number. Got his defense down pat. I got the Bucs at 5-3. Here's a game I'm going to put an asterisk by. Put an asterisk behind that one, and I'll tell you why I put an asterisk behind it. Circle this game right here along with the Saints game, but Rams game. We 5-3 going into this game, according to my outlook. I'm gonna say we win this game. But I'm gonna put an asterisk behind it. I'm gonna tell you why at the end. So we're 6-3, week 9. Seattle, week 10. Dub. By that time, Drew Lock will be starting, or they might have Jimmy G. 7-3. That's week 10. Week 11, we get a bye. 7-3. Week 11 bye. You can't ask for more. 7-3. Week 11, bye week. Down the stretch. Schedule looking good, right? Oh, he got to slip to the Saints and the Chiefs and the Ravens. Oh, he don't have us 10-0. He don't have us 10-0. He's a hater. He doesn't like the Bucs. Cut it out. Cut it out. I got to make that fake because that's how they be looking. Oh, he's a hater. He don't like the Bucs. 7-3, week 11. Bye week. We're going to need that bye. Week 12. The Browns in Cleveland. We're 7-3. Week 12. Oh, that's a hard, but we don't get Deshaun Watson. They got pieces around Jacoby Brissett. Not enough to win that game. 8-3. What's good, Bucs fans? 8-3. You mad at me still? I got us 8-3 at week 12. Beating the Browns on the road. 8-3. And somebody's still gonna hate. Oh, he don't know what you're talking about. Okay, it's fine. It's my opinion. 8-3, beating the Browns on the road. Week 13. The Saints come to town. Revenge time. 9-3. Still mad at me, huh? 9-3, week 13. Beat the Saints in Tampa. Probably be at that game too. Still mad at me? 9-3. I do this, folks. I'm just giving y'all some real good information here. Not the breakdowns, but 9-3, week 13. Beat the Saints finally. In a hard-fought game, too. Week 14 in San Francisco. L. 9-4. Lose to San Francisco in San Francisco. They're just too rough. And I hate to say that. Week 14, going to San Francisco, which I'm going to try to go to that game too. L. 9-4. 49ers defense just going to beat the Bucs up, in my opinion. They're just rough. The Bucs, finesse. Rough. Finesse, rough. You know, football, you got to go rough. 9-4, week 14. I'm just saying, folks, we're looking pretty good. I'm just saying. 9-4. Week 14, after week 14, 9-4. Now still mad? 9-4. Then we got the Bengals. And Raymond James, 9-4. Bengals explosive. Underrated defense. Young offense. Explosive offense. Alex Cap over there in Tampa. Here's the Bucks winning that. 10-4. That's the Bucks beating the Bengals. 10-4. Yep. They'll hang on to that high scoring game. Cardinals and Phoenix. I would love to go to that game Christmas Day, but I will not be able to make that. The Bucks lose that game. High scoring. The Bucks 10-5. Panthers week 17. 11-5. At Raymond James. Falcons week 18. 12-5. There you have it, folks. I got the Bucks going 12-5. 12-5. He's a hater. He don't got the Bucks going 14-3. 12-5, folks. What's the problem? Top 3 seed, top 4 seed. What's the problem? NFC South. What's the problem? Still got a problem with 12-5, don't you? Because I ain't picked 14-3. That's why you mad. Now, 12-5. But I had an asterisk with the Rams game. Week 9 at Raymond James. I made an asterisk behind that game because 12-5. I got the Bucks beating the Rams at home, but they can also lose that game. Sean McVay. So the push is 12-5, but 11-6 could be a possibility. Fair enough. 12-5 is the push. But I wouldn't be upset to see 11-6. An asterisk game, week 9. I circled that game. It's a tricky game, even though it's at home. Tricky game for the Bucks. Tricky game. The push is 12-5 with the 5th hardest schedule. 12-5 is hella good. But the asterisk game is the Rams game. Now, is it going to fall like this? Most likely not, but it's just my prediction. So there you have it. I got the Bucks going 12-5, push with a possibility of 11-6 because of the Rams game. How I got the schedule going. So let's get you guys' thoughts on my schedule prediction. 12-5. Is there a problem with 12-5? You don't like 12-5? You got it going higher? You got it going lower? Do you have a push? And do you have a game circle, an asterisk game? The link is in the chat room. Come into the locker room. We're getting started early. 12-5. What's going on? Talk to me. This is all dependent on the health. If the Bucks stay healthy, easy, 12-5. And I got the asterisk game, the Rams game, 11-6 possibility. So, what's happening?
What's up, man?
Man, look.
I agree. I take that. I agree with the record. I think though, one of the games should be flipped. I think we'll beat the Cardinals, and I think we might lose to the Bengals because I don't know about CD versus Jamar. I feel like Jamar gonna eat that man alive. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I'd switch the Cardinals and the Bengals. That's just me though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you saying 12-5 too?
Yeah. Just switch those. And then plus I don't want to have to hear my family because I go to Indy on Christmas every year. and me being a Bucks fan, finally we get to play on Christmas. I don't feel like hearing them in my ear that we lost on Christmas. So I need us to beat the Cardinals. I got us beating. I don't think Kyler Murray could dice us up like that. But the Bengals is a tougher competition, obviously. So I don't know if we could run with them receivers with the DBs that we got. I trust Winfield, but that's about it.
Okay. Is there any other games that kind of stand out to you, like
The Rams game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
That's why I
like
got. That's why I got an
we
asterisk.
can win. I think we will, but it's like we also can lose.
That's why I got that asterisk next to it.
Yeah, so it's like I think I'm back and forth on the Ravens game too, though. I don't know. I think we can beat them if we could make Lamar throw.
I don't think that's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah, because they obviously have the better defense. Well, secondary wise.
If they healthy.
Yeah, they healthy. Yeah,
That's why I said that. If the Ravens are healthy,
because healthy they have the better DBs. Obviously, I don't know about linebackers, but
way
they
better
have the better
DBs. Yeah, way better.
Yeah, so it's like if they got Marcus Peters and Marlon, you know what I'm saying? They still got do they still got Deshaun Elliott?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they do.
If all them boys come to play, it's gonna be a long night.
Right.
It's gonna be like a 19-22 game, some shit like
Yeah, one of them close games.
Yeah,
field goal.
But I think if we could force Lamar to throw, we could beat him. I don't care how good their defense is, because at some point in time, I trust Brady's arm more than Lamar. Mm-hmm. So we can keep Lamar in the pocket and force him to make throws like Tennessee did, or like the Bills did in the playoffs. I feel like we could beat him.
Don't you think if the game is close, coaching plays a factor?
Yeah, I feel like Harbaugh has enough experience and he's been in that situation enough times to know, all right, look, Lamar, this is what's going to happen. This is zone read. We're going to get out of here. You're going to get these little 3-yard first down. We're going to take a knee. We're going to get out of here.
That's why I said those type of games, I'm going to coach.
If we blow it out early, though, then nah. Mm-hmm. If we're up by like 2-3 touchdowns, maybe going into the fourth, I don't think we'll.
Okay.
No,
well, is there anything else, man? I got some folks behind you. I haven't done. I'm not doing the big locker room today.
Nah, that's about it. Everything else is pretty spot on. It's just the Rams game is iffy, and I got us beating the Cardinals and losing to the Bengals.
Okay. You could stick around like in a waiting, and
yeah.
I'm at the end. I might just bring everybody back on to wrap it up. But
I'm getting ready for the game anyway. I got food on the way, so.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get ready for the game too. So, all right, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh, Big Buck, what's up, man?
What's up, man? I came in late. I just heard your final prediction was 12-5. I gotta agree with you. Like, I'm in agreement with that. Like, I would say the floor is 11-6, but the ceiling is the ceiling could be 13-4 again, possibly, but that is a lot of buts in there. But I like the 12-5 prediction. But did you take into account? I don't know if you noticed this. Think about this: the last couple of years since Brady's been there, you've had that game. You had no reason losing it. Like, man, we lost. Think about that. 2 years in a row, you had that Thursday night against Chicago, and then you lost back-to-back games last year when you lost to the Saints, and then off a bye week, you lose to Washington. Do you foresee a game like that? The only game that I could foresee where you just play bad and lose, I mean, that it could be a trap game, maybe is the Cardinals game, possibly, but that says a lot though.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Well, look at this stretch right here at the back end, right? So you got the Browns coming off a bye, Saints at home, on the road to the 49ers, and then at home against the Bengals, and then at Cardinals. That's a nasty stretch.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it is an ugly stretch. But like I said, the game that I've been talking about all year since the schedule came out, to me that I'm intrigued that I wouldn't mind going to see is the Baltimore game on Thursday night. I've said that since day one. I said, watch out for Baltimore, because I said if Baltimore is healthy, Baltimore is going to win the division. I don't know why folks don't see that. I mean, they went 9-8 last year with a hurt up team. And
whole secondary hurt.
Even with all those injuries last year, Baltimore was the number 1 seed going into week 12. They were like the number 1 seed sitting at
Lamar Jackson got hurt.
Then Lamar got hurt, and all they had to do was win one more game. They win
one game.
You know, so I mean, like I said, I saw you on early, and I said, let me jump on real quick before I try to go watch the game.
Mhm.
I didn't see how you like. Who can you point out the 5 losses? I just heard the 12-5. Rick, who were the 5 losses you had?
Oh, I had it was the Cardinals, 49ers,
Mm-hmm.
the Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
the Chiefs, and the Saints.
What now? I actually had them losing to the Saints, but my question is, where you had them losing at? Do you have them
In New
split with the
Orleans.
Saints in New Orleans?
Yeah, losing New Orleans. Yeah.
No, I actually got the inverse. I said they'll beat them in New Orleans, but they'll come to us and beat us on Monday night.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I look at it as Jameis coming back to Tampa. He gonna really be hyped up for that game. And
The head, the neck bone that connects to the hip bone, the
yeah.
shoulder bone connect to the.
Hey, now, I'm gonna say this as a former athlete that tore his ACL, and I knew the balance of your body. I understood what he was saying, but
Well,
like
people
that's
were
just
joking. They were joking. They was like, "Oh, he's a goofball." I was like, "Do you understand what he's saying?"
I'm like he's telling the truth, but that's just the lack of disrespect. Well, the dislike for Jameis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So do your thing, bro. But except when you play the Bucks, I hope you ball, but we still win. That's the way I look at it.
Right.
But like I said though, man, I think I had the Saints split, but I had the inverse. I believe it or not, just because I don't know what it is since Brady's got here on primetime games at home when they play a decent team, not a sorry team, a decent coach team, or it has a defense, it doesn't turn out well. So I say it's the inverse. I get the Chiefs loss, but I know you put the asterisk by the Rams game. I would be more willing to put it by the Chiefs game. I think you can beat the Chiefs. I'm sorry. I think you can beat the Rams more or less than you can beat the Chiefs. I would put the asterisk by the Chiefs.
Why would you do that?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying he ain't a baller or nothing, but if you watch him, can he really read a defense? Think about that. Every time he gets in trouble, what does he do? Scrambles to the right every time. Like, are you going through your progression, or are you just making that one read? If it's not there, let me run off, see if they can adjust and throw a play downfield. Like, are you really going through the progression? So that's going to be interesting to see, because now you actually have receivers that can run routes. So that's going to be interesting to see. So that's why I said the Chiefs can be a solid offense, but and the other edge point is, like, they kept Rojo on the roster just to give you a heads up on maybe plays to prepare for. That's
clear. Pretty clear.
Rojo might be cut after that game. He might, and I hate to say that about him. Because I actually was watching Busting with the Boys when not Rojo, but Fournette was talking about the situation. I'm like, bro, like, you saying you wanted to ask for your release. I'm like, bro, you do realize how well Rojo was playing, right? Like, you can't knock that. Don't try to say like I should, he's saying BA them told he was gonna come in and be the starter. But I'm like, dude, you had that one game against the Panthers, ironically, you broke that long run, and then Rojo took off after that. Like, you gotta respect the man in front of you, what he was doing. Right. Sure, you caught the ball, and when you got that start against Washington, I always said, okay, I want to see what Rojo can do if he get 20 plus touches in that scenario. Because like I said, Fournette ran hard, and I don't take that from him. But when Rojo hit the hole, he was he see that gap, he go and he burst through. And I said that makes a big difference. So, I think that could have been a nice 1-2 combination if it was used right. Instead of like if they would have rotated every down or a certain situation, I think that would have been okay. And people forget Rojo did make some plays catching the ball, even though everybody say he couldn't catch. But I'm like, y'all do know he made hella plays catching the ball on the screens and those little shoot route, like those little flat routes. Kansas City game, everybody forget Rojo scored the first touchdown, and he caught a pass at that. So, but I can see 12-5, just to swing it back to the schedule. I can see 12-5. I just had the inverse of the Saints losses. I think they'll beat them in New Orleans, and New Orleans may come to Tampa and beat them just because, I don't know, it's just been kind of tricky with, Monday night games in Tampa. So that's why I said I do the inverse.
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to get some flack on my prediction, but it's fine. I'm cool with that. Is there anything else, man, you want to add to the schedule that you got? Like maybe like a surprise game, maybe?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Like
I can't hear
like, is there anything else you want to like bring up real quick? Like a surprise game, or that's pretty much...
Oh, did you? Hey, I said Chris Godwin wasn't going to play week 1. You see, he didn't practice today. He was a full participant yesterday. Didn't practice today. Now he's saying it's a game time decision. I'm like, okay, when Friday comes around, what are you going to put? Doubtful or questionable? Now, if they put questionable, then okay, maybe it's going to be a game time decision. But if they put doubtful, okay, he ain't playing. I mean, they know if he's going to play or not. And I don't think he's going to play because he just started practicing without a knee brace this week. So why are you going to rush into a game? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think you could ease him back in by the Chiefs game. I mean, so, but that's my 2 cents. I got to get ready for this 8 o'clock game to watch. So.
All right, buddy, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. I'll see you Sunday, man.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right. We got next. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, bro?
You still at work, man?
Yeah, actually, no, I'm done for the day. I'm just sitting here. I wanted to just park and look. Let me hear. We talked, but let me hear what them losses was again.
So I got the Cardinals, 49ers, the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Saints.
Okay, so Saints what at the Dome or
at the Dome?
Okay, so mine's is opposite.
Oh, so you're another one like that?
Yeah, I'm opposite. I just think that we're gonna get it out the way early. And truth be told, I'm feeling nice about the Chauncey Gardner situation. I mean, that's
huge.
That's very huge, and I don't think people realize that does a lot. That does a lot.
He brings that swag. He got swag, man. He bring that whole Florida. You know what I'm saying?
He the only one in Brady face. You know, the crossing the arms.
He ain't scared. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have Pittsburgh on mine. So here's my thing. Pittsburgh, I know people say the Saints was banged up last year,
Well, they had the most injuries.
But did you see what Pittsburgh was still able to do with the dirty play of quarterback? It's a well-coached team. And I just feel like them towels when the last time we played them?
A long time ago.
So I just feel like that environment is going to be different. Them towels getting the swing, and they got some dogs, some big receivers. They got big receivers that
around the quarterback situation and that shaky O-line. I mean, skill position wise, dude, they got some guys.
So that's that. 49ers just because physicality.
They just beat them up.
Yeah, they do it clean. It's not physical. It's not physical like the Saints in the sense of some dirty hits. It's just real fundamental sound.
D'Amico Ryans, former linebacker.
Punch you in the mouth, like we just gonna get it. And if George Kittle is healthy, that game is all gonna be dependent upon George Kittle. If George Kittle is healthy, he just gonna destroy us. Because I mean, you're gonna need about 2-3 people. Winfield hit hard, but you know that dude could take some licks. I did have Baltimore on there just because I'm just gonna throw it on there just because. First of all, I had us with the Saints at the Saints, at Pittsburgh, 49ers, Baltimore, and potentially Cincinnati.
So that's your asterisk game right there.
That the Cincinnati is. I'm gonna be honest. The Cardinals, Kyler Murray just don't scare me, man. We're not Dallas. You can't. I've watched him enough to realize that if you just throw him off a little bit, I'm just not impressed yet. I get it. I'm just not impressed yet. You know, D-Hop will be back, but they'll have to try to work him back in because he got that 6-game suspension. Baltimore, it's not so much Lamar Jackson because I feel like we got enough on the D-line and with our middle linebackers to kind of handle that. We can replicate what we did in the Super Bowl with Devin White and them chasing Patrick Mahomes around, then we can do that with Lamar. I'm not worried about him, and he's not a good quarterback to me. All you got to do is take away Mark Andrews, and you're going to beat them.
You ain't see Isaiah Likely?
I saw it, but
Jesus Christ.
But I felt like the backup quarterback, Huntley, was a better pass thrower than him. just me personally. I'm not really worried about Lamar Jackson. You can get him frustrated, and that's how I feel about Kyler Murray. However, it's a primetime game when we play Lamar Jackson. It's their defense that worries me with Baltimore.
I said that.
It's
Low
not
scoring
so
game.
much.
Low scoring game.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be
Healthy
honest, man.
defense.
I'm 12-13, man. 12-13. I told you earlier. Like I'm gonna be honest. The schedule says it's fifth worst, but I don't know.
I got to push that 12-5, but I got my asterisk game, and I got the Bucks beating the Rams, but that's my asterisk game. So there's a possibility 11-6.
You know why I didn't put the Rams? I've been paying attention to the issue with Matthew Stafford's elbow.
He had surgery.
He had surgery, but they did say it's going to be a full season issue. So it's already disclosed.
It's bone spurs. I got bone spurs.
Oh, okay.
You can play through that.
You can play through that. Okay.
They're just trying to. So there's some cartilage. So your tricep it's called overexertion on your tricep muscle. Your tendon comes all the way down to your elbow. It's a tendon that comes all the way down to your about right up in here, and it creates a layer, a hardened layer, and it gets real sensitive. And when you try to like put pressure, any type of weight on it, or a lot of rotation, it's aggravating. You know, it's not like I can't play. You know, I mean, he's a baseball player. You know what I'm saying? He played baseball in Texas. So his baseball background comes down how to change his arm angles and all that. So all they did was they cut it open, and I'm not at that level yet, but they just shaved off some of them spurs. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the ligament was good. Make sure it was like almost a normal elbow. He all right. You know, he could play through that.
Okay.
He's been through worse.
I'm just making sure because I'm just like, damn, did he throw the ball too much last year? Is that one of these things? But I'm gonna be, but without Von Miller on that line, they did make another addition at middle linebacker, but he still got to show me he can produce at that level he was at though.
Well, he was still actually based on the tape, he still was pretty good.
Yeah, but the line, that point of contact for me is where it's at. So these teams that I have is why it's, and like I said, Cincinnati is an asterisk by them because people probably going to say I'm smoking. I'm going to be honest. To me, and people probably going to be in the chat like, this boy out of pocket. I'm just not a believer in that shit I saw last season. I don't feel like that's just going to – it's kind of like Trayvon Diggs to me.
They went 10-7 last year.
Yeah, but I just feel like it just was some magical stuff that was happening that shouldn't have been happening, man. That's just how I feel. I just don't believe, like, I just don't feel like we just gonna have these bombs away plays where you just get to just, he was bombing Joe Mixon.
And this is his favorite play too.
Yeah, he was bombing Joe Mixon on 70-yard plays. Like, where is the back end on these defenses? They just so me personally, I wouldn't be shocked if there's a drop off. Yes, they got him some protection. I get all of that, but I'm still just not rolling. You know how it goes, and this is a copycat league. You know how it goes. So we saw that. But other than that, man, with those losses, like I said, potentially 4, maybe 5. I'm looking for less than. I could potentially bet on the under on that. Truth be told, because I'm looking at that schedule and I know it says that it's like the 5th hardest in the NFL. I'm a little optimistic, man, that we probably gonna finish better than these records we predicted. I'm just gonna be honest.
That's a stretch.
Bar injuries. It's a stretch, but just bar injuries. Just bar injuries. A few teams in there just because they're really sound at football.
You know what's so crazy? And the key word is barring injuries. So it's like, and this goes for every team, not just us. Because we might catch some breaks with some injuries on other teams, like major injuries. Or on the flip side, we might get hit with something that we be like, oh, Jesus. Like,
if there's anything on that old line, you can go and hang that up. Brady, man, look, you better make a phone call and get Roger Goodell and them. They better go ahead and pay the rest of the games because.
Well, if we get another hit on the old line, you're going to have to change the offense a little bit. You have to. You got to change it. You
have to at that point, and at that point, it's unless we just sit back there and throw the ball, which we're gonna do that anyway.
Mhm.
But I don't know if we already discussed the first game. I'm not concerned with them. I agree with you on the Dallas, which is why that's the first dub. I am not a believer in Trayvon Diggs. I just don't believe in 11 picks, 1,000 yards, and they still got Anthony Brown on the other side. Correct? Or they
Mhm.
released him. So you have
Yeah.
nothing. You have nothing.
They got Javon Kearse,
Yeah,
and they got Malik Hooker.
yeah.
It's been a bust in my opinion.
Yeah, and then the other is that boss man fat or whatever, the one that had the little issue out here in
Mhm.
Terrell, Texas with the chain and the shooting.
Mhm.
I'm just they just overhyped players. That's you on the it's Dallas. Everything about Dallas gonna be overhyped. I'm not worried about it, but I will say this though. Could we lose? Of course.
Yeah.
Just because we could.
Yeah.
We could. It is in Dallas.
Close game last year. It was a close game last year.
It was a close game. And, it just depends on we just need to get going early. The reason why I feel like we shouldn't lose, they have no receivers. I'm sorry. I don't fear Michael Gallup. CD Lamb is there.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm just saying.
but I'm just saying, but think about how many teams is gonna double him. They're gonna double him and take their chances with the other people. Let's just take care of him. So why not do the same thing on our end? We got some dogs on that back end. So I like your prediction. I'm a little bit more, like I say, 12 or 13. I ain't gonna keep you too long for people waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're more the push side. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Now I'm with you. I'm gonna give them it's a 13 on that. I asterisk by the 13. I would like to see a little bit more on that, but I don't have an issue with. Only thing is the Cardinals, because Kyler Murray to me, I'm just who's they running back again?
They got shoot.
It's James Conner, man. Like he's
Conner.
I don't fear James Conner is deadly at the goal line. So I don't like, and I know that from fantasy. So they got rid of that pass catching back. Then they sent him to Miami.
Chase Edmonds.
Yeah, they.
I like him too. I like him.
I like him. We could have got him. We could have did something. We could have moved some different pieces around.
Gio, right?
Gio. We could have packaged Gio and Mr. I can't stand up upright.
Yeah,
the one
I
they
like
said
Chase Evans, man. Underrated.
Yeah. We could have did that. We definitely could have did that. But so James Conner, Rondell Moore,
AJ Green, Hopkins.
I am not going to say AJ Green's name. No. He's washed, man. I'm sorry. He is washed. Luckily for us, he might catch a hamstring injury like he always do. No. And they got the what's his name? The tight end.
Zach Ertz?
No. Is it Zach Ertz? I thought it was somebody else.
They got Zach Ertz, and then they drafted Trey. They drafted Trey McBride.
Oh yeah, I forgot about McBride. Fuck, that's who he's supposed to add.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I like it. I like it. Cardinals, we could have swapped them out. Like I said, Pittsburgh, I will watch the Pittsburgh game. That one bothers me. Like the Pickens, it bothers me. That team, I just feel like their coach good. So don't be surprised. I mean, it wasn't too long ago. I mean, Danny Dimes came in and lit us up. So you can't.
I'm not going there, man. Is that
lit up by Trubisky, man?
Is that?
Well, no, that's good. That's all, man. That's all. Let's get to the next one.
Well, I'm gonna catch up with you this weekend. So I ain't.
I got you. I'm already making
good. We good on that. So we'll chop it up even more. We're watching games all Sunday anyway. So
I got you. I already know a couple of little spots we'll go to. So I got you. And anybody in the chat, if y'all out here, you need to find a way to get in touch because it's gonna be nice.
For sure, man. Hey, if you're in Dallas, y'all heard that we're gonna be out there. So tailgating and all. So holler at us.
If you drink, your first round is on me. Might even be the second. So,
cool.
All right.
I heard that, right?
Man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Randy J. I believe this is your first time. No, you've been on here before.
Yep, this is your second time, though, bro.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you've been on here before. Yeah, you've been here before. I don't get faces like that. Yeah. What's up, man? What you got?
It ain't nothing. Hold on, let me go on the speaker real quick.
I seen Chris Shumpert pop in the that was waiting. If you want to come back in, not you, I'm talking about somebody else, but yeah, so you heard my schedule prediction, man.
Well, to be honest, I just jumped on right now. So I'm really just, really kind of seeing what's going on right now.
Oh, okay.
And
So I got us going 12-5, by the way.
12. That's way too low.
Way too low?
That's way too low. I mean, I understand that we got a really tough schedule at the beginning of the season with, again, another thing, to be honest, I ain't really been paying attention to too much football. I ain't barely been paying attention to the Bucs. Like, I'm just starting to really get back into it.
Okay.
Because I've been working so much. Like, I go to work, go to sleep, go to work, go to sleep, and then do the same thing. When I'm off to go to sleep and take care of business. So football really ain't been on my mind. So now this football back, I can really start getting back into it. Especially since I'm about to go to one of the games this season.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to the Bucs Saints game this year. I got a nice little Plaza level too.
It's in Tampa, right? The one that going to Tampa?
Oh no, it's down here. No. Hey,
oh,
bro, you know I'm from New Orleans now, bro.
Well, I'm here.
You going to the game?
Yeah.
You already know, bro.
Bro, I'm going to Dallas this weekend.
Oh, I know it yet, though, bro. I didn't know you was going.
Oh, bro, I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys. Oh, I'm at the game.
That's up. We most definitely going to link it. I'm gonna be Plaza level. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you're gonna be Plaza level.
Yep.
Okay. I know what I said.
Nice cheap tickets. But anyway, I got a good prediction on the season. Hopefully we can go at least. I'm always start out 17 and there's always a possibility.
Oh, jeez.
But
17
but to be realistic, because I come from the Patriots, you always got to look at other teams. You still always got to respect other teams at the same time, because everybody out there and everybody's professional. So and at the same time, I can see maybe 2 or 3 teams coming at us and really giving us. Mm-hmm. So especially going with the Saints and what they did to us in the past 2-3 years, like you most definitely have to just tick that off as 2 losses right there. You
gotta take an L on that one. You gotta take an L on that one. One of those games, you gotta take an L.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying?
Only thing is, I'm expecting to really bring it this year because we don't have Bruce Arians this year. As amazing as he was, he's still and no Richard, no Biscuit was kind of getting in the way because every time I watch a game, I constantly see Sam Brady look down the field, look down the field, look down the field. Mm-hmm. If I'm the Saints, what do I have to be afraid of? You're not running the ball. All you want to do is throw the ball. I'm about to pin my head back and I'm about to come at Brady all day. So hopefully Todd Bowles really start to see that and really start push this team with all the talent that it has right now.
Right.
Because one thing that I remember from the last game with the Rams was we most definitely should have won that game. But at the same time, we got another team on the other side. They wanted just as bad as we did. Uh-huh. Bruce Arians called that last play at the end of the game. The one because he came on the interview and he said that it must have been a miscommunication. Somebody did such and such.
At that moment, though, a miscommunication at that moment.
That's not good.
That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't care what excuse he gives us. That's unacceptable in that moment. Cool. Exactly. Bruh, you can't allow that. Not even in that situation. You got to play super smart. And it had a miscommunication. That's that kind of like, it's almost like, even though it's like the summary of Bruce Arians, right? How he coaches. The loosey goosey, and we just do whatever, and we'll figure it out. No, man, you literally cost game right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. And a lot of people's hot about that. A lot of people's hot.
Yep. And I mean, again, coming from the Patriots, it always had it to my mind. If the Belichick would have had this team 2-time Super Bowl champion, easy. But I can't go off of something like this We got to go off of who we have right here. And even though with losing ties and Antonio Brown, we still had a chance to
Still
get
had a
back to the
chance.
Super Bowl.
Still had a chance.
So just think about if, besides goal line, just think about if we keep most of our wide receivers healthy, most of our defense healthy, because most of our defense was unhealthy. They didn't get healthy until the last game of the season.
Pretty
So
much.
you can't really say that they had really time to gel on time. But you can't really say that they had to gel with the time that they had with people coming on the field, coming off the field, backups coming on the field, backups coming off the field. Nobody's gonna have time to gel like this at all. And if you coming at the end of the season and then you still wind up gelling at the same time and you start stopping the Rams and you get back into the game and then it all came down to one play to where to me was just total blown coverage though, bro. Like, come on, out of all the people you let just go run free, you let Cooper Kupp run free.
That's why when I remember now we played them week 9.
Mm-hmm.
I got us winning that game, but I got an asterisk behind it. Because Sean McVay, he outcoaches Bruce Arians. Just outcoaches him. And now you got Sean McVay versus Todd Bowles. I mean, if you had to pick a coach, you're going with Sean McVay because of track record. The guy can coach. He's shown everybody. I'm not just when he first got in the league, it wasn't like Sean McVay was just he just one of them young coaches. And no, the dude 5, come on now, he got a list. You know what I'm saying? Playoff every year. Every year, Duke can coach.
That's cool to know, but from what I've seen from the Rams, his first Super Bowl with the Patriots to the last game with the Bucks, if the defense is stopping his entire squad and your offense could do just enough, you could win that game. Because our defense should.
The key word was if. Remember, you got if and you got actually what happened. He has a track record as actually what happened. Playoff, win Super Bowl, playoff, win Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He has a okay, he can coach. Because not everybody can't do that. Everybody can't go to 2 Super Bowls. Everybody can't go to the playoffs. When you consistently go into the playoffs with no first round pick since 2017 or 16, bruh, you're doing something good. His audio went out. Or his video went out. You still there?
All right, I'm back. That's commendable from getting back to all that because, like I said, it's hard work to do all that stuff like that. And I don't even want to talk about the Super Bowl because, in my opinion, they shouldn't have won it. But to each their own, they did what they had to do, regardless of the ref full flag. All I'm worrying about right now is this shit. But all in all, the Rams gave us fits last year for the past couple of years because we haven't beat the Rams since Brady got to the Bucs and the Saints. If we get over the hump for the Saints and the Rams, I think we're gonna be okay to go switch that to the Super Bowl.
Okay, man. That's good insight, man. Appreciate it, man. Anything else,
No
man?
problem,
You got?
bro. Nah, that's it. I'm just waiting for the season to start. I really got to start getting back on in my football mind right quick. I've been working so much right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my YouTube feeds and I really seeing you on there. So I'm guessing I might as well just say, man, everybody give a like, share the video, and make sure we get our dude up on the algorithm, little bro, because somebody was doing something right for me to see it on. So I'm about to go down and take care of some business, little bro. You have a good day.
Appreciate it, man. Next, see you week 2, man.
Oh, no problem, little bro.
Come back for that. Come back for the video.
All right, bro. You be cool now, dog.
All right, man. You too. Look what we have here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What up, Isaiah?
Man, I'm just cooling.
Good. I'm gonna make this quick. I just want to talk about the schedule and give you my take. It'll be different for sure. And so right away with the Cowboys, I think we win by 3 points. With the Saints, I think we win by 10 points. Mm-hmm. With the Packers, I think we lose that game. I know it seems awkward to have to say, with no wide receivers, whatnot, then they'll beat us. But I have a niche of Aaron Rodgers coming back with that one. Yeah. With the Chiefs, I think we lose that game, so we're at 2-2. I just feel like Magic Mahomes is, I don't know. He's just different. He's
Unless
just
you about to say
different.
Magic Mike.
Oh no, Magic Mahomes, man. We ain't in the 80s anymore.
Right.
So the Falcons, we win that one.
Yeah,
The Steelers, we win that one. The Panthers, we lose this one.
What?
Yeah, I think they sneaky. They got a good defense. If Christian McCaffrey's healthy, I think Baker Mayfield can spread the ball, create space, and that could be deadly. Anyways, with the Ravens, I also think we win that game. I think we bounce back from the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams, this has been the toughest one. This is a give or take, honestly.
I got that asterisk behind that one. Like,
yeah, this is like the game of the year for the Bucks. But where I'm at, I got 3 losses.
Mm-hmm. Already too. Got a long way to go.
Yeah, right. All right, we already lost. We lost this one. We lost our 4th loss right there.
Dang! Jesus.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's kind of a tricky
bro.
one. Hey, if they can prove me wrong until it happens. But
so you guys said 5-4 after week 9?
Yeah, I feel like though the Saints, we have a chip on our shoulders, which is why we win the first game.
Right.
Because everybody's probably so pissed on the fact that they lost so many season games.
Right.
And but yeah, 5-4. But good things come.
Seattle next.
With the Seahawks,
Seattle
we
next.
take that one. That's real easy. They're probably gonna be one of the worst teams in the league.
Worst, yes.
The Browns, I believe we take it.
Off a bye.
Week is that one?
Off a bye. Week 11.
Is that week 11?
No, so week 11 is a bye, and then week 12.
So Deshaun is back by then, but I don't think.
No, we miss him. No, we miss Deshaun.
Doesn't he? Oh, he's suspended for 11 games.
He comes back the next week.
Okay,
the Saints.
So we
play the Saints.
Yeah, we win that one.
7-4.
But it will be a tricky one. I think Tom Brady will have his hands full with that.
In Cleveland. In Cleveland.
Yeah, and it'll be a little cold. Then the Saints game.
7-4 right now.
This is at home too, huh?
Mm-hmm. We sweeping the Saints, so we splitting. What you got?
I'm a little biased. I want to say we win this one, but I think we'll lose that one.
Oh my God, 7-5.
Yeah. The Niners, we bounce back. We win that one because they have a tricky situation at quarterback.
8-5. Okay.
The Bengals, we win that one.
Okay. 9-5.
Cardinals, I'll be at that game. We'll win that one. Panthers, we win this
10-5. 11-5.
And the Falcons, we win that one. We sweep
12-5. 12-5. Same record, just different way.
Yeah.
Now what game do you like got an asterisk by? Like that's a push.
Like that could be a what if?
We could be 11-6 or 12-5. That's the difference. Like,
I think the Bengals game will be a what if game.
Oh, that's the one game you got like asterisk by.
The Rams is the asterisk as well.
No, you only can pick one. Only one game.
Oh, just one of them.
Only
one. Then it'll be the Bengals.
Okay, so that's the difference between 12-5 and 11-6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and if we have to lose another game, then it would definitely be shocking to see that the Browns beat us or the Steelers.
Oh, okay. I got us 12-5, but my asterisk game is the Rams week 9. That's a 12-5 push, but that asterisk game, Rams, 11-6, which is still fine with a hard schedule. It's fine. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
we're in the playoffs.
We'll still get by, even if we have 7 losses. We'll probably.
We're in the playoffs with 11 wins. That's why people got to understand. Like we're in the playoffs.
Yeah, even with 10 wins. Yeah, even with 9 wins.
That's a stretch.
To be honest with you, I mean, it is a stretch, but if you look at it in our division, they're playing the same teams more than likely, and it's even tougher for them, right? So we still go to the playoffs with 9 games, in my opinion. But I mean, That definitely is a stretch. I don't think Tom will tolerate that. The last time he had a 9 winning game season was his first season, right?
Oh,
9-7.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was the last time he went and got a 9-win game, his first season. But I don't know if Tom Brady would tolerate that, no matter the competition. I mean, you can have all the good teams. He'll still make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, we got so much firepower. It's kind of hard. It's the key about these good teams is a matchup keys. And that's the good thing about having these 4 wide receivers is because of matchup. You know what I'm saying? And I think you mentioned it earlier, like their secondary with the Cowboys, they can't really match up with us. And it's going to be like that for a lot of the other teams. The only one that can match up with us would be the Saints, the Packers, because they do have some good secondary.
They do.
They do. And maybe not the Bengals.
Ravens.
Well, they only got 2 good secondary. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they only got 2 good ones. Who else? The Rams. Did I say the Rams?
Mm-mm.
The Rams, Packers, and the Saints. Those are the only really good teams with the best secondary in our schedule. Everybody else is kind of like a flyby. Maybe the Steelers. Mika Fitzpatrick. No. I don't really see anybody else having a star power in the secondary other than those 3 teams. Maybe the Niners. I think the Niners would benefit on the secondary because of their front 7.
Boy, geez, they're gonna beat us up, bro. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be a tough one.
They're gonna beat us up. They're just too physical. I'm giving them credit because they just beat you up. They beat the hell out of you. They just beat you up all game long.
The Niners?
Yes, they do every team like that.
Yeah,
every team.
I was listening to a lot of people's take on the Niners in general, and everyone's thinking that Bosa is just going to blow up this year. So
he's primed. He's primed and ready.
Yeah, as long as he don't get hurt, I guess. But
they D-line deep. They got deep D-line. They got a deep D-line.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Kinlaw.
Kinlaw. He's ready.
Monster,
he's ready too.
Yeah.
He's ready.
He was hurt all last year, so we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah. So I mean,
but that's really it. I want to make that quick for you guys. I mean, everyone else is going to disagree or maybe agree, but I mean, everyone has their own opinions, right? So,
right.
By the way, the Cowboys. The only thing I hope with the Cowboys, and I think we oversee the matchup when it comes to secondary, is their front 4 with Micah. If we can hold him, I think we're set.
Who can do that? That's the question. He didn't do his game record.
It's gonna be an interesting matchup with Donovan and him. And
they're gonna
tries to switch over to Tristan. If Tristan plays, by the way, too.
Micah Parsons plays strong side linebacker. What they're gonna do with him? They're gonna move him like a chess piece. They're gonna have it, and when he blitzes, it's gonna be up the guard and center. Watch. That's what they're gonna, because he's so good. You don't have to just rush from the outside.
Yeah, I could see him pushing off Luka.
I'm telling you, they're gonna exploit that with Micah Fitzpatrick. They'll be stupid not to. Let's be real. As a coach, if I was a coach and I got Micah Parsons, I'm taking Micah. I'm gonna line up on the outside, and when the ball snap, I'm stunting him, twisting him to the guard center area.
Throw him inside
and make him. Which one? Boom.
Yeah,
gotcha.
If they pair up him with Lawrence,
I'm telling you, bro.
That's gonna be a very tough matchup.
But we'll get by 34-23.
Ain't no game's gonna hand it to us. So if I were to say each and every game, I put my, what was Mike Evans saying? I like our chances more than theirs for every single game. But yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be handed to us. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a fun night.
You ready for the game tonight?
I am. I'm actually gonna be working out, but I'll be on that treadmill once I'm done with my workouts, walking and watching the game. So
there you go.
Nice.
I'm gonna get ready for the game in a little bit too. So
that's what's up, man. You guys have fun, man. No, that's it, really. And stay tuned, everybody, and I'll be staying tuned. So
I'll be in Dallas this weekend, man. I'll be in Dallas starting tomorrow.
Lucky, man. But hey, I got the primetime game, NBC on Christmas
I know.
Day.
I wish I get to that game. It's just
I got that
turnaround.
It's only $702 for 2. I got some really good seats though, so they're like right, and on the opponent side as well.
The only reason why I can't do it is the turnaround, because I got to turn around the next day go get my daughter. It's just too much of a
No, that makes sense. I mean,
West
I
Coast
think
to
personal
North.
thing is first.
Yeah, I would love to do that game. Oh, I would have loved to go to Arizona.
Man,
Oh,
Christmas Day.
I'm gonna cuss my
That's
daughter
where the
out.
Super Bowl is going to be at too.
I know. I'm gonna look at my daughter,
Yeah.
and she better not give me any lip this Christmas. You know what I
Should
had
be
to do? I had to stop that game to go get.
Speaking of like being so busy on that day, I'm actually spending Christmas Eve here in Albuquerque, and it's only
Oh.
6 hours away. And so
Drive.
we're gonna be spending time with our families, and then we'll come back home. Then very next morning, I think we'll get up at like 5 or 6 in the morning. We'll be driving to Phoenix, which is only 6 hours. We'll get there between like 12 and 1. So in the afternoon, we'll be prime ready. We'll check in with our hotel, and then we'll just go from there and Uber or walk. I don't know, and just go right there.
I gotta get there, man. I gotta get there, man. Dang it, man. Why do they have to?
Yeah.
Why do they have to have that on Christmas Day? Why?
Yeah, man. And it's one of the last games too. What week is that? That's
week
15.
Yeah.
Week
one
15.
last game.
So if Tom Brady's healthy, I'll be so fortunate to see this guy play us last year. So it'll be nice. I have to see him. I couldn't do it. So they remember the game with Tom Brady's first year, they play at Denver. Mm-hmm. I could not see that game because of COVID. And Denver's only 6 hours away from here as well. So I would go to that game anytime.
Dang.
Yeah, I can go to either one of those games. So that's how I watch the Bucs
that
play.
Close?
I either go to Arizona to watch it or Denver. And it's a nice little trip too, because 6 hours and then I can just stay there for one night, come back home the next.
Oh man, that's close. I didn't know you was that close. Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll let you guys wrap it up. But cool, man. You have fun and enjoy your weekend, yeah?
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Go Bucks. Later.
Randy, what's that? Is all right? You all right, man? What's going on?
No,
man?
I'm good. I was just looking at this last dude podcast. Stream right quick, and I'm like, bro, 11-5.
Who said
going
that?
off the teams that he was going off of. But you know what? I gotta ask one question right quick. How many complete teams do we have in the league right now besides maybe a few teams in the league like the Bucks, the Rams, the Bengals, now that they showed up their O-line and all that? We don't have too many complete teams. And I know most of the people that we that got new this year haven't really played with each other, but just looking at the talent and all the pieces and the stuff and holes that the Bucks have filled this year, they looking to really go back to the Super Bowl. Like Keanu Neal, Logan Ryan, Akeem Hicks, that's a lot of holes that we done filled. Julio Jones, you replacing Antonio Brown from last year. Rashad White. Come on, he basically another Leonard Fournette. He could. I don't know, bro. It's just too many. This team to me right now, as far as from what I've seen, regardless of if we have really played the first game or not, it's just way too many holes already passed up from the year before. We lost JPP. We drafted somebody in the first round the year before, and we still got other pieces. We got Carlton Nasib. We got Anthony Nelson, who still was kind of cutting up last year. We got a whole bunch of pieces, and the defense is looking better. If the defense stay healthy, who gonna do anything on this defense? And you could talk about a whole bunch of people throwing on the secondary, but we still got Keanu Neal back there. He a hard hitter. You still got Logan Ryan back there. He a very smart veteran player.
Mm-hmm.
You know he could play cornerback. You know he could play safety. So at the same time, you got nickel players. You got two outside cornerbacks who, if healthy, could damn near lock down anybody. So what I'm saying is you'll basically have to be a complete team and want to work this team out and you just basically just want to have to work this team out and want it the most besides the Bucks. And that's one thing I just see for the Bucks. The Bucks just have to want it more than the next team across from.
The three
because they
biggest
have
things.
the talent.
The three biggest things I pointed out this season that can defeat the Bucks, right? And as history shows this. Recent history. Injuries, Saints, Rams.
All right, so
number one is injuries, obviously.
And we already gone through that.
Number 2, Rams and Saints. The 2 teams that's been aggravating.
All right. So besides the old line, and if we get past the Saints on one game, because I'm not about to give them just both games just because we got a new coach.
I got a splitting.
And that I don't mind, because if we get past the Saints, and I tell a lot of people that I work with that the Saints play us the hardest. If we could get past the Saints, we could get past anybody. Nobody play the Bucs harder than the Saints. Nobody in the league. Not the Rams, not
the Chiefs.
Nobody. The Saints come to play like it's their Super Bowl. If they play us every Sunday, it'll be their Super Bowl every Sunday. So if we could get the Saints and we could beat them, I don't care if it's one time early in the season, even though most of the time early in the season don't really matter too much because you're still trying to figure everything out. But if we could beat the Saints one time and show that we a physical team like we did the time that we played them in a playoffs, when we played them in the playoffs, we was physical. We was physical to the point where every time they bumped us, we bumped them back.
That's what that the problem with that is out of 8 games, it happened one time.
Yeah. But
that's a lot of games.
They need to be physical. Right now, we don't have Ryan Jensen to really be that physical presence on the line to protect Brady like he used to.
So you're saying if you look at the line right now, going into the season, you saying we don't have the physical presence?
No, what I'm saying is we don't have Ryan Jensen,
which is
to set that tone. I mean, anybody could step up, but I'm saying Ryan Jensen was the person that set that tone.
Right.
He made sure everybody on the other side of that line didn't mess with nobody on the Bucs. He made sure he was like I was watching NFL Network. He made sure nobody messed with Tom Brady. Nobody. Who was gonna do that this year on the O line this year? I don't care if it's Hainsey. I don't care if it's Work. I don't care who it is. Somebody need to jump. If anybody jump at Brady, somebody need to jump in their face and make sure the whole O line knows.
Who on the O line that could do that? Like who on the O line that gives that presence right now? Like the Ryan Jensen presence.
As far as one person I can see, because we only got really one Pro Bowler on the team, and I'm not really trying to put everything on his lap. And he is a third-year player, but at the same time, he could do it. I'm gonna put it like this. I ain't just gonna put it on one Pro Bowler. Anybody could do it. Anybody could have that fire under their butt and really start cutting up, and just all you got to do is just show them that you're not about to play with us. You're not about to play with our quarterback.
Right.
Somebody just set the tone. Like, okay, when Antonio Brown was on the team, I love when Antonio Brown was on the team, besides his last year, but he showed all the other wide receivers, look, I got that fire under me. And that's what I love about them bringing in Julio Jones and Russell Gage, because it showed everybody. It showed Mike Evans. It showed Chris Godwin. Look, y'all might be superstars, but guess what? We got other superstars. We got other people that could play. Y'all ain't the only 2 motherfuckers that really get out here. Sorry for my language, but at the same time, that's what I love about the pieces that they bought in. You got Vita Vea and you got Akeem Hicks. Akeem Hicks is basically another Vita Vea, which and that's what just kind of really got me when dudes like 11-5, like, bro, we not the Bucs when Brady got here and just learning.
First of all, the dude that said 11-5, he got his game out wrong. Yeah, we got 17 games, and 11-5 is 16 games. He said 11-5. He missing one game.
I mean, besides the point, that's just disrespect on the entire on the talent on the entire team. You want to be a Bucs fan, Brett? I mean, at least you got to come higher than that. At least, I mean, I'm realistic, but at the same time, at least I'm coming out the gate with 17-0.
He said 17-0. I don't care what nobody say. 17-0. I'm with it.
Hold up.
He said I'm coming out the gate with 17-0. He don't care, y'all. 17-0.
To me, I'm just looking forward to it actually being like that, because if you're gonna deal with the offense, you still got to deal with the defense. And the defense, I mean, everybody, oh man, we got Tom Brady on the side, we got Julio Jones, we got Chris Evans, we got Chris Godwin, we got Mike Evans, we got all these pieces on this side. But y'all sleeping on this defense. Like, we don't got Vita Vea, Akeem Hicks,
Shaq Barrett. Levante David, Devin White,
Shaquille Barrett, all these pieces back here. Logan Ryan, Carlton Davis, Jamel
Winfield.
Dean, and Jamel Dean was a dog last year. Besides him getting hurt a couple times, we got way too many pieces on this team, and all we need is this team to really is just come together, have something to focus on. But the focus is always a Super Bowl, but at the same time, taking one game at a time, take the next opponent at a time. We just got way too much talent to just be sitting there and just be like, okay, we about to go 11-5. That's just enough to get into the playoffs.
That's just him. Gotta have some realistic play to that, man. That's all that is.
I feel like I'm all about being realistic, but come on now, bro. We gotta have a lot more.
17-0 is
No.
That's way like. Come on, man.
Look, if any one of us right now be happy to be 17-0 right now. But what I'm saying is,
of course, we all be happy.
And I was being realistic with the 14-2 because I'm gonna get a two losses to the Saints because it's history shows
14-3.
Oh yeah, okay, 14-3 because we could still lose to the Rams because we didn't lost to the Rams a couple years in a row as well. But at the same time, 11-5, that's just disrespect to everything we've done in the past couple years.
Well, it can't. Well, first of all, it can't be 11-5. It's 17 games. 11-5.
Oh, okay, 11-6. Well, he said 11-5, so it's kind of stuck in my head. But 11-6 is still disrespect to everything that we didn't brought in. Okay. We didn't bring in some Pro Bowler from 10 years ago. We brought in Julio Jones. I don't care if he was good just 3 or 4 years ago. He's still Julio Jones. He still won't prove himself. How many quarterbacks go from Antonio Brown to Julio Jones? And and if he on the 4th cornerback right now, Julio Jones we lost Gronk. Julio Jones is Gronk right now. He's just as big, he's just as physical, and he can get down the line, and he can play anywhere on the field right now. He don't have to get touchdowns. All he has to do is play the role that Gronk did.
And
he got enough tight ends.
And stay healthy.
And they don't need to use them as much. They didn't use Gronk that much last year. They played him in blocking schemes, and then they played him in, going down the field schemes. We still got enough tight ends to still block. Okay, now throw Julio Jones up in the mix. But the last thing I want to say is, I can speak about Julio Jones all day, but my main focus is Russell Gage. Russell Gage is the X factor. Russell Gage is that Edelman type player that Tom Brady has been missing. Chris Godwin is amazing. I'm not gonna take nothing from him. He is amazing. He's a big physical slot cornerback. He played outside. Edelman was more of that physical twitch. I'm about to come down the line. You might think I'm going this way, but I'm switching and I'm quick. I'm going back this other way. That's what Russell Gage is.
Mm-hmm. Quick twitchy.
And I feel that with Russell Gage being in that lineup, Tom Brady about to go off this shit. Because, yeah, he been hurt, which kind of goes with it by using your muscles like talking about it. But at the same time, he is that one piece that's going to take him back to the Super Bowl, not just because of his slot receiving abilities, but because his ability to be on the field while we have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Julio Jones, and him as well. So that's 4, what I say, number 1 and number 2 receivers off the bat right there. And we still have other players, and we still got Scotty Miller. Like, what? I don't understand why everybody was, kind of, excuse my language, shitting on Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller helped us, and brought us to the Super Bowl as well. Every little bit counts, and he did his thing as well. And he also do his thing on special teams.
Right. Well, the game. Oh, by the way, I just got word the game is on, so I'm gonna get to this Bills and Rams game.
Oh, well, do you think, bro? I didn't know that right quick. I'm about to go do the damn thing right now.
Anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to respond to that last video, bro. That really had me heated to really jump back on right quick, though, bro.
I feel you, man. Relax. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Appreciate it, Randy.
Bro. You know what? I
Have a good one.
appreciate Bucko's Locker, bro, because I finally got a platform that I can speak on, no doubt.
Oh,
You
we
be
always
cool, no
here.
doubt.
We here. We here, baby.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it,
Enjoy
man.
your game.
Thanks, man. All right, folks. 12-5. You heard other Sea Bandits and Pirates come on here and give their prediction. I gave y'all mine. 12-5. With the asterisk with the Rams game. I got us beating the Rams, but I got an asterisk behind that. So the push is 12-5. There we go. Leave your comments. Leave your thoughts in the comment section about my schedule prediction and anybody else that's seen the other Pirates and Sea Bandits talk about it. With that being said, folks, the season is here. I'll be in Dallas tomorrow, all weekend long. Holla at me in Dallas. I'm going to holla at y'all in Dallas. I'll be at Jerry's World. I'll go live. Shouts out to Mopar Buck, Sal, 319. I'll see y'all Sunday. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. And folks, the season has begun. The game is on now. I'm on it. Bucko's Locker is out. I'll see y'all this weekend. Peace.